So this has been in my fabric box for a while. This is a thrift store jumper. Very simple, because I looked at a bunch of pictures of bats and they basically have a sort of brown tummy and they've got brown on the back. So I am going to use this. Now, if I had proper brown fabric that was sort of fluffy, I would make a body piece. And you can do that. Anyone watching this, if you want to make a body piece, that's absolutely fine. But if, like me, you don't have the time, and also my sewing machine is broken. I've only just learned how to use it, to be fair, so hand sewing is really my jam anyway. But yeah, I'm going to use this. So I'm going to cut the sleeves off, and I'm going to use black for the wings. So the wings are going to come out both sides, and I'm going to cut it round. So the bat's got like a little tummy, and I'm going to use the excess material of this to make a sort of headpiece. So I'm going to use the sleeves and the bottom of my fabric to make a sort of little headpiece over the top. And then the wings are going to attach out the sides, and I'm going to wear some black leggings. It's going to be simple as hell, guys, but hey, why not? We can do a simple cosplay. This is, you know, one you can actually follow along with at home, maybe. And yeah, it'll be great. Hey Jellyspoons, I'm back. I've run some errands. I've nipped into work and done some bits and pieces. So we're back on the hood. So stitched all on the top. I've now turned it back inside out and I'm stitching about halfway up. This is to make the back of the hood thing that attaches around the back of your head. Okay, so inside out you now have this thing. If you are sewing along with me, well done. And then you turn it around and then you have this thing. Alright. Which then becomes this thing. Fucking cute, right? And then you've got bits to attach down the front to make it sort of cute and little. But we're gonna, there we go. So it fits around the back. Lovely jubbly. Alright, so this is now the cutest thing I own. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna stitch up this now. Turning shit inside out on the mannequin just means that you can see that it is still fitting in all the right places, and you can sew it while it's fitting. And of course, you're not gonna have to sew it like on a table or whatever. And yeah, this is obviously, if like me, you're hand stitching. If you're sewing machine stitching, then good luck doing it on the mannequin, is all I can say. Alright. This is your base. We're then going to add Batwings, and we're going to do some little ears as well. What am I going to use to make ears? Okay. Bat. I don't know if you can see this. Sort of like, ooh, round ears. Kind of like a cat. Alright, so you want to just draw out your rough shape. I've drawn it on here, so I'm going to cut this one out and use it as a template for the second one. Draw around that. Yeah. Cute sparkly leaves. Okay. Now, to cover them in other fabric and make them stand up, I'm going to use the tactic of bending it down the middle a bit and folding it on the bottom and bending it into a 3. There you go. So they're still floppy a little bit, but it'll stay sort of sitting solid. Okay. But I'm going to do this after I've covered them with the other bit of fabric. Otherwise there's no point because you'll have to sort of fit the fabric around it and it'll be really awkward. I have some leftover black sort of velvet from when I did my Untitled cosplay. So I'm going to use this for my ears. But use whatever fluffy stuff you can find or whatever you've got. Hell, make it bright pink and green. There could be a bright pink and green bat. I'm not going to stop you. Stitch around it. Or stitch around most of it. Like inside out. And then flip it. Then I can put the ear inside it. What you want to do is just not sew that bottom bit, because that's what you're going to use to pull the ear out and then flip the thing inside out and then put the earpiece in again, okay? So once you pinned it inside your fabric, then sort of do a like running stitch all the way around the outside, okay? Let's do this. Sew the whole thing, left yourself a little gap. So, retrieving the ear from inside. And then sort of cut off all the excess. Then use that bottom bit that you didn't sew to pull it out. And very carefully, say carefully. There we go. Got a little ear. So then grab the other one, so the one from the other side, because now it's facing the wrong way. I mean, I think you could probably use either, to be fair. And then you're going to slide the ear inside again, and hopefully it will fit like a glove. Like this. Hey, it worked. Nice. Alright. And then what we're going to do, because that's facing forwards now, so we're going to bend it there and there. Remember, so do it like this. It's harder with 2 layers of fabric. There we go. Like that. There'll be a little ear. Alright, repeat this process a second time with the second ear. Now we have 2 fluffy ears. Okay, now to attach them to this. I think I'm gonna need a mirror. Okay. Bing! So it'll be different for you if you make your hood or whatever, then yeah, just fit them where they fit best on your head. So this is how they fit best on mine. I'm cute. Ah! Alright, so got ears. I'm gonna do a makeup nose and stuff. So I've got ears, got hood, which will go underneath the jumper. So now wings. May need a camera angle change. Okay, so next up you're gonna want to get your fabric for your wings. This is just some fabric that I had left. I have got some velvet that matches the ears. Unfortunately I don't have enough to double side it, so I'm probably going to just use this, which is kind of cool. It's a slightly different colour, but yes. So the wings you're not going to do is necessarily one full piece because you've got the back, so essentially you can cut it in half and just attach it to the sleeves. So, piece of fabric, and I have made sure that it is long enough, etc, etc. So, folding it in half, and then we snip, snip, snippy. We are going to yeet one of them away. We're going to focus on one side at a time. So, goes the length of your arm. Excellent. Goes down to a bit lower than where you've got your fluffy stuff. Excellent. Alright, so, Batwings. Alright, I have, in fact, an old pair of leggings in my fabric box. So, I'm just going to chop them down the middle and make them into a pair of sleeves. Bear with. Ta-da! One side of your leggings, probably leave the bottom side on the bottom so that it can go into the sleeve. And then you're going to sew it onto your chest piece. and make sure the hands are like this because then you can have bad hands. All right, so turning everything inside out to do this. All right, so brown fluffy jumper, sleeves, and now we are going to attach wings to sleeves. But first, we need to make wing shapes. So well, hello Jellyspoons. I have officially finished my Halloween cosplay, and this is it. I am Bat. Rawr! Hear me. Flap. Does make quite a cool noise actually. Yeah. So, these are my wings. This is my nice cozy jumper. This is my nice little hood and my little ears, and so this was my done in a day cosplay. If you attempted to make this costume along with me, how did it go? Let me know down in the comments below. If you came stumbling across this video in one of a Halloween costume, let me know. To those of you who know me, hello and thank you for following me on this crazy, crazy journey. I now have 2 months left on my 12 months of cosplay challenge for 2021. It's coming to an end, and we all know what my November cosplay is going to be. Well, do we? Now, to celebrate my favourite spooky season, I am going to give you guys a teaser, preview, whatever, of next month's cosplay. I have not started it yet, but I have ordered the things now because I need to be ready for it. Next month, I am doing a Mahusive cosplay. And I committed to this a while ago. I said to lots of my Patreons and I said to my friends and people on my Discord, I said, I am going to cosplay one of the new characters from Critical Role Campaign 3 because I knew that was going to come out a couple of weeks before November started, and I just knew I was going to fall in love with one of their characters, and I had the sneaking suspicion it was going to be Talison's because I goddamn love Percy. I of course love Molly so much, and yeah. Spoiler alert, if you have not watched Critical Role Campaign 3 yet. If you haven't watched that yet, this is your get out clause. Close this video down. Everyone gone? Alright, so surprising absolutely nobody that I know whatsoever, my November cosplay is going to be Ashton. Of course it is. I was pretty sure it was going to be Talison's character just because I loved Molly so much and I love Percy. I've never cosplayed Percy though, that might be an interesting challenge. But anyway, Ashton is going to be a challenge. As a lot of people on my TikTok said, well, I survived Molly. Yeah, it's gonna be a time. I've got some ideas. And, yeah. So tune in at the end of November for my full cosplay vlog while I make Ashton from Critical Role Campaign 3. I am really excited, but my god, I have to make a hammer and that hair and the scar. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. I have no sewing machine and barely any skills. It's gonna go fine. It's gonna go fine. If you would like to support me in any way, if you join my Patreon now, then you will get the behind the scenes looks at everything I am doing for Ashton all the way through November. And of course you can support me as well if you would like to support the chaos that is my entire life. And you'll be supporting my Ashton cosplay. I full well know that I am going to have to, I'm going to have to put a lot of my own money into this. So thank you so much to my Patreons and anyone who has backed me on Ko-fi. If you would like to do so, then you can start backing me on Patreon for $3 a month. It starts at $3 a month and you can get behind the scenes footage and you can see all the stuff that I'm doing, you know, ahead of the monthly vlogs and stuff. And you can chatter away with me too. If you'd like to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you can do. My handle's Morcus Noise on all of those. If you'd like to subscribe and like this video, please do so. And of course, if you cannot support me monthly on Patreon, that is absolutely fine. If you want to toddle over to my Ko-fi, then you can support me as and when you would like. And Ko-fi is also where I do my character personalization personalized message commissions. They are one of my favorite things to be doing. I've done quite a few of them already this month, but I'm happy to do some more. I suppose we can start doing Christmas plugging now, can't we? I do characters such as Peter Pan, Mollymauk, Kingsley, Lucien, and Puck from A Midsummer's Dream. So if you would like to commission a personalized message for yourself or for somebody else, then hit me up on my Ko-fi as well. Thank you so much, my wonderful Jellyspoons. I hope you're having an amazing time. Let me know down in the comments below what you are doing for Halloween. Tell me all the things. I'm very nosy and I love hearing what you guys are doing. So, until next time, my Jellyspoons, goodbye and happy Halloween. Why is a bat howling? What noise do bats make? It's not quite as threatening though, is it? You don't get Batman like landing in front of the Joker and going What noise do bats make? I'm Batman. I'm not the hero this city deserves, but I'm the one that it needs. I'm the one that it's got, motherfucker. Happy Halloween, Jellyspoons. Happy Halloween.